Hey everybody, you're here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today back with part 9 of our walkthrough of Genesis Noir, going for the Orbiting achievement. Now, normally this achievement would be missable if you did the levels out of order. However, if we are taking advantage of the dev menu, which you can get access to by plugging in a USB keyboard on the title screen and hitting the Control, Shift, and L key, we should get access to the level select menu. And because of that, we could pick any level at any time. Hence, we can skip the necessary requirement of playing the levels in a proper order. So just make sure you go to select level, make sure you pick Dyson, go to select checkpoint, and then make sure you pick level start. Unfortunately, we have to play through most of the level with this. However, it is going to be a pretty short level or so just make sure you get into it. Make sure you hit that left bumper to fast forward through the introduction, and once you get control of the cursor right here at the title card, make sure you grab onto the sun. You should get it to turn into this Dyson sphere right here. Then we're going to have to solve this puzzle. You're going to have to look for a spot in the Dyson sphere that you need to click and hold until it pulls out and then expands. Then what you want to do is want to make sure you keep doing that. Your goal is to basically try to fill up all of these golden gauges right here. So just make sure you look for the sweet spot. It's hard to point out. Just click around until you can fill it up, and then just hold it until you fill it up all the way. And just do that for every single level of the Dyson sphere until you fully zoom out. Once you fully zoom out, just make sure you examine it, and you should get that little description. You should zoom out even more and then be at this part. Feel free to fast forward with left bumper. Once the cutscene is over, your character is going to warp over to this line right here. He's going to be in queue, basically. Make sure you click on the door, and every time you click on it, it should advance one of your characters up, and then we're just going to keep doing that until we get to our turn in the queue. So just make sure you keep advancing the line until you get into the doorway. You can fast forward in between the advancing parts if you want to speed this up a bit if you can't stand the transition parts. But once we're at the door, click on it. We're going to meet this woman. You can fast forward through that little cutscene, but once you get control of your character again, make sure you unfast forward. You're going to have to clear all of these bubbles right here, so just make sure you click them. So if you see a golden shape, just make sure you click away, and then they're basically going to change in shape. So after the bubbles, we're going to have these shapes right here, these circles and squares and triangles. Just keep clicking on the golden shapes until they disappear, and we're basically trying to clear our head. Then they're going to become hearts. Make sure you clear those away, and then we're going to fast forward some more. Then we're going to have another puzzle right here with this woman in this bubble. This one's going to be another abstract one that's going to be a little hard to demonstrate, but basically what you need to do is you need to make sure you grab a certain part of the screen, and then you need to rotate it until this bubble fills up all the way, until it envelops the entire screen. So just make sure you look for the sweet spot and start spinning the stick around, and eventually you should fill this thing up. You can turn on the fast forward to make this a little smoother, so just make sure you do that, and we should fast forward ourselves all the way to the next cutscene. Once you get control of your character again, make sure you click on the flower at his feet. He should stash that away in his pocket. And surprise, surprise, he's going to pull out his hand, which is going to have a very familiar symbol on it. Click that spiral to end the level. You can fast forward through the transition bits, but as soon as you load into the next area, you should be good for this achievement. 70 gamer score. That's going to wrap it up for this chapter. Check back soon next time for the next one, but that's it for now, and that's all there is to it.